Hi and welcome to Photo TV, and we've got a real treat for you today. We're at Canon's UK headquarters down here in Reigate, and they're going to be launching some new gear. Now take a little look at these. We'll start with the compacts first. Now what we've got down here are two, what essentially are the same model, but with slightly different features and functionality. We've got the SX270HS here. Now look at this bad boy. Now I've been reliably informed that this is one of the most borrowed cameras in Canon because of just how great these little things are. So what we've got here are essentially two very similar cameras. We've got the SX270HS and we've got the SX280HS. Now the difference between the two, apart from the obvious colours, is that the SX280 has got the built-in GPS and the built-in Wi-Fi, which enables you the functionality obviously to send pictures up to Facebook or up to your computer or anywhere you like really, to your tablet. We have built-in flash. We've got a 20 times zoom, which actually under their digital zoom will actually go up to 40 times. But the way this, what's unique about this particular camera is it's actually launching the new Digic 6 processor. All new processor, all about picture quality and all about its obvious low noise abilities too. But it also will have an effect on video, superb quality video, and with the video you've got now a 5-axis image stabilizer. So I mean you could do a camera toss with this thing and the images will still be perfectly viewable on your screen. I jest, of course, but technology is coming on massively. They feel beautiful in the hand, great big screen on the back, easy functionality, and are really, I suppose, because of the functions that they've got, great travel cameras, and that's how Canon really are selling them on to us here. Now, what we ought to do now is show you perhaps the main event. We've got two DSLRs here to talk to you about. Now we've got an itty bitty diddy one, honestly it really is tiny, and then we've got a slightly bigger one. So let's start with the big guy first, I think. Come over here. Now this is the EOS 700D, and it's going to replace the 650D in the lineup. Now, as you can see, in terms of look and feel, very similar, typical sort of Canon quality of materials. It's built really well and everything feels nicely put together. What have you got? You've got the vari-angle screen, 3.2 inches, million dots roughly. Buttons all nicely clearly laid out on the back, on the top too. Redesigned mode dial now, which basically much simpler and cleaner to read, and it actually goes all the way around. It doesn't have a stop on it. We've got an 18 megapixel sensor. We have Digic 5 processor too, noise capabilities, ISO capabilities that go from 100 to 12,800, and that's extendable by another stop on top of that. Two, full HD video, and the keen-eyed amongst you will actually notice this is a new lens that Canon are also launching at the same time. This is a new 18 to 55 image stabilized lens. So the keen-eyed amongst you will spot this is a new lens from Canon. This is the new kit lens, I suppose is what you'd call it. It's an 18 to 55. Yes, it's image stabilized, but it's also their STM lens. Now what that means is for when you're shooting video, STM is for stepper motor, it's an abbreviation for that. And it's designed really for when you're shooting video. Now we all know Canon's ability for fast autofocus. Very fast, quick jumps it can actually make, but for video you don't really want that. You want something that's a bit smoother, is ultra quiet so you can't hear the motor in the actual film itself. And that's what you get with a stepper motor. Now something else that's unique with this, see here? This is a manual focus ring on a kit lens. Don't get that often. And it's got a nice long throw as well. It's not got a really short stop. So that's quite unique, certainly something new from Canon itself. Now, we all know that when you first come into the DSLR market, umpteen choices. What we're all looking for at the minute is something perhaps that's a bit smaller, a bit lighter, but it still has the functionality of a big 700D. Now the eggheads at Canon have got their thinking caps on and their shrinking powder. Come and have a look at this. This is the brand new EOS 100D, and it is tiny, absolutely tiny. Let me compare for you. This is the 700D, and this isn't a big camera, believe you me. Look at this. The 100D is 25% smaller and 28% lighter. tiny, tiny. Now, accentuated. What accentuates that is this 14mm lens on there, but look at it. Absolutely tiny, palm of your hand job. But the spec is actually not too dissimilar from the 700D. You've got an 18 megapixel sensor, you have Digic 5 processor, you've got equivalent ISO capability so you can shoot in low light. Essentially, you've got the perfect little travel camera in a way, I suppose. But for those who want something, an offering that perhaps isn't a compact, not too bothered about CSC, look at that. It only weighs 370 grams without a card or a battery in. It is so small and light. And it feels really nice in the hands too. Now, if you've got an enormous, great, BFG hands, it may be a little bit tricky for you to work. But look at that. Absolutely incredible. Pretty much the functionality, as I said, 18 megapixel sensor as well. So you get all the image quality, you'll get all the functionality pretty much of the bigger cousin here. But this is all new. So a quick look, we'll see more of these cameras on Photo TV when we get our hands on them towards the end of April. But go online now and have a look at Canon's site and check out more. Thanks very much.